at that time. I'd like to call tonight's meeting to order. Joe, would you give a prayer for us, please?
Good evening, Jesus. Thank you for letting us have another day to spend on this earth. It's not the best right now, but we're going to take care of it, I'm sure. Be with us as we make the decisions we're sitting tonight, that they will be in the best interest. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Councilmember Rommel.
He's absent. He contacted me earlier in the week, said he would not be here tonight.
Councilmember Weir.
Here.
Councilmember Harbord.
Here.
Councilmember Hefner. Here. Councilmember McMahon is absent. And Councilmember Shepka. Here.
We have a quorum. We don't have Facebook Live now, couldn't get that rolling, but we are recording. We'll upload it to our to Facebook later and also to our YouTube channel. First up on the agenda is the review and approval of the April 19th council meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
Okay.
We have a motion. Is there a second? All those in favor, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next up on the agenda is the department head reports as presented. I move for a motion. We have a motion for approval.
Motion.
We have a motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Before we move on, I do want to make one announcement. Park and Recreation Director, our new Park and Recreation Director, Michelle, would you step forward? Yeah, come on up here. Come on up. Michelle Fitzgerald is our new Parks and Recreation Director. She got broke in real good this weekend with Karen on fishing derby. We'll talk about that later, but I think she is going to be a wonderful addition to our department head staff. And although not required, I would like a motion to accept her as our Park and Recreation Director.
I make a motion to accept.
We have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Well, there you go. You're
Thank
officially
you.
official.
I'm super excited.
Okay.
Glad to have it, so thank you.
You're welcome. Looking for great things. Very, very good. Oh, by the way, I have another announcement. We have a birthday coming up this week. Robin turns however old she would like to say or not say.
I don't even know.
Okay.
It's COVID.
Happy birthday, anyway.
Thank you.
Next up, there was no planning commission report for last week, so we're going down to establish to new business. About 2 months ago, we went out for bids for what's called an RFQ, request for qualifications for a new planning engineering firm in the city, and we have 9 different engineering firms who have submitted bids. And what I need to do is establish a RFQ committee. On this committee, I'm going to have 3 members of the Planning Commission. Gary Meadows, the chairman, Helen Hewitt, and Jerry Peters, the new guy, on their side, with Gary being a chairperson. And I'd like to put 2 of you council members on there. Now, Steve had already told him he's seen us come along, and he volunteered and wanted to know if he could do it, and I said, I think it'll be fine. Who else would like to be on that committee?
I would.
Okay, Robin. We'll have Robin and Steve on that committee, along with the 3 planning commission members, and they'll get with you on. There's a very strict scoring guideline we go by through CAPDD for federal. Use it for federal grants and things like that. So you all get together, you'll score our packages, and come back next month. I hope next month, and give us a listing on who is going to be your top 3 choices for planning or for engineering firms, and then the council will have a chance to approve, and we'll go from there. So Mr. Meadows will get a hold of you and set up a time for the committee to meet. Next on the agenda is a resolution in support I'll let you read the resolution. Resolution 2021-13, would you read the resolution, please?
Resolution 2021-13, a resolution supporting the proposed 1/2 cent to fund the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office and Detention Center.
That should say 1/2 cent sales tax. We'll make a correction to the title. Open floor for discussion, and last month the sheriff came here and talked to us about the need for this dedicated revenue stream for the jail and the sheriff's department. I think it's important. If you read the resolution, it said that back in 2008, voters of Lonoke County passed a 1-year 1 cent sales tax to construct a new 150-bed detention center to replace a then current jail that was built in 1972 and remodeled in 1992. However, there was no O&M built into the 1 cent sales tax. It's sunset clause after 1 year during construction. But there's no additional funds, no revenue source for jail, so they've been taking it out of general fund for all these years. It needs a revenue source of its own. I open the floor for discussion.
There will not be a sunset clause on this, will there?
No, this is the permanent sales tax. About public comment? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to approve resolution 2021-13.
Motion made.
We have a motion, we have a second?
Second.
And we have a second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Weir,
Yes.
Councilmember Harbord,
Yes.
Councilmember Hefner,
Yes.
and Councilmember Shetron. Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you, council. I know, speaking for sheriff, he would thank you also for that. Short agenda tonight. Moving on to the mayor's report. The Highway 367-319 project is awaiting pre-construction meeting. We anticipate it starting in mid-July of this year, we hope. Although it's been in the books for 14 years, we hope it gets started this year. The SARTS 3 TAP program, which is a sidewalk program, we had one bid. The low bidders, the only bidders, are back there, and then they came with a bid of $437,660. There's $335 available in the package. There are some deductive alternatives we can take to reduce some of that. I need council approval. We're waiting also for the engineer to send us a letter certifying the bid. He has to do that before it formally gets in process. But I'd like to ask the council for approval to approve this bid, subject to receiving a positive cert from the engineer.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All approved, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, thank you very much. And that should start in mid-July also. Also starting in mid-July is the Arkansas Economic Development Grant to remove 17 houses off of the backing sewer and a couple of other houses also. That's a 90-day contract. It should start no later than July 16. It may start earlier if materials come in. The 2020 Arkansas Parks and Tourism Grant request is going out for bid again for a third time. We have got permission from, we're waiting for permission for them from the Arkansas Parks and Tourism to rebid. They did get us an extension of the project to May 31st of next year. So we're good to go on that. We're just waiting for them to approve what we want to go out with a smaller package to try to get this into the system. The drainage study with CAPD is open. That's a $20,000, 25% grant. That should be completed within 90 days. The Street Aid Committee, that overlay project in the city, that too should start in mid-July. We hear a pattern. Mid-July. Also, new Highway 319 overlay project. This is a RDOT project from Highway 367 to the Faulkner County line. That too should start in mid-July, pending a pre-construction meeting. And since part of it's in the city, we'll be a part of the pre-construction meeting, and we'll be able to tell you when it's going to happen. But that popped up out of nowhere, but things like that happen with RDOT, believe it. The Wheeler and Geraldine vacuum project is still waiting Department of Health approval. We have checked on that. It's kind of got lost in the COVID crisis, I believe. First Electric Grid Communications Fiber Optic is still working their surveying up. We did get the First Electric portion back, and we have paid on that. And we got a $70,000 grant for them to do that, and we paid their $63,000, I believe it was. The rest of it is ours. The census 2020 is still estimated to be released in September. After that, like I've said before, we'll have an opportunity to redraw the voting districts in the city and get that approved. The federal COVID-19 relief bill, the rescue bill, the board is still projected to receive $1.08 million. Bot Engineering, as you all approved last month, is working up an estimate to replace all the water meters. Preliminary estimations is like about $1.3 million, $1.4 million to do the project, which is a little bit shy of what the relief bill will provide us, but in talking with the National Arkansas Natural Resources Commission, there are funds available to take care of this. So I hope this is a reality. This will help us tremendously in time. The annual cleanup that we had last month, 19.65 tons of material was hauled away. Cost zero. It's built into the contract, so it didn't cost anything for that. CTS Services collects 73 pounds of motor oil and other vehicle chemicals, 1,685 pounds of latex paint and other household cleaners, 482 pounds of flammable liquids, 69 pounds of pool chemicals, 24 pounds of toxic pesticide, and 34 pounds of lithium batteries. That cost the city almost $5,000. That is well worth it. If we do that every other year at least, it will help all of us keep a cleaner city. Manpower for that particular project cost us about $1,200 in overtime and comp time, consisted of 221 combined hours. The fishing derby held last Saturday was a big success, huge success. 164 kids signed up, biggest fish caught with 3 pounds something. Little girl, little redheaded girl, won overall champion. She was grinning from ear to ear. Lots of prizes given away, 71 hours of combined work for about $700 in overtime and comp time. Well worth it. I think, Anna, you were there. I think you had a good time, and the kids had a good time.
I think everybody there had a really good time.
It was beautiful weather. You couldn't ask for any better weather that day. It was a good thing. Great. We got to do that this year after coming up for a year of COVID. Can't wait till we'll do it again next year. And the circus is coming to town in partnership with the Ward Chamber of Commerce. June 1st, we'll be raising the big top at about 9:30. It'll be 2 shows, 5 and 7:30. Pre-sale tickets are on sale right now. Give Kathy a call at 501-941-9339. Adult tickets are $12, $7 a child. And after all the percentages are done up, the city and the chamber will split the profits. That's my mayor's report for this month. Do we have any public comment?
There was nothing on it. There was nothing here.
No signs up? Okay. Well, my computer decided to freeze up. That's fine. Announcement. Planning Commission meeting will be on May 24th at 7 p.m. The circus, like I said before. Next month, there'll be a public hearing at 6 o'clock on June 21st for the water bond refinancing. We got to hold a public hearing about that, so everybody attend. We'll get the word out. Council members in particular, you should be here at 6 o'clock for that public hearing. You'll hear a presentation by Bob Cruz of Cruz and Associates, and we'll get the process rolling to refinance those bonds at lower interest and lower rates and lower costs. And the next city council meeting is June 21st at 6:30. That's all I have.
I would like to say, I really like this police report.
Very good. It's out of their new program, we bought into.
I like that. I can read this. I understand it. I won't make you get up here and explain it now.
And my apology, you'd ask that somebody up here. I guess I was going to have Michelle come up here and talk about Parks and Recreation.
Well, it's a short one. I'm ready to go home. I make a motion, we adjourn.
Oh, well, I have everything done. We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor?
Glad you can understand that police report.
Do what?
We're all very glad you can understand that police report.
Don't start it with me.
Oh, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Let's go home. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thanks, Michelle.
See you tomorrow.